Let's
Can you
see.
see it?
We have, yes, now we can see, now we can see your screen that you are sharing. Today is April the 13th, and Libni is going to give us her presentation on friends and friend categories. She's going to be discussing the details about the different types of friends that she has. Go ahead, Libni.
Well, in this case, it didn't talk about people. In fact, I talk about how I met them or what kind of people they are. And my friend category starts with convenience friend. And I don't usually have convenience friends. Actually, I'm usually that convenient friendship because I think I'm too uh I used to tend to offer many material things, or I used to make them favors. Um, I'm not sure. I think I'm more the convenience friends in my social circle. But sometimes I used to have oh smart people, and with them I used to support uh, we used to support between us in high school or in other kinds of parts or in the school or in other things that I don't usually know. And now my special interest friend, I don't have many friends actually. I only go to church and go to school. I don't used to meet people in other areas or in different places. So those friends that I think that it's that especially interest friend or friendship are the people that I met at church because we can talk about God. That is one of my favorites um, conversations. Now talking about my online friends, uh, I don't usually have that kind of friends because I know the dangers that normally occur if I get involved in that kind of with some kind of people. But however, I meet people on the internet like SETI is a good example because, for example, I don't know Ezekiel and Nathan. I only saw him once. And Jocelyn, I think that I only saw her too only one time. And my part of a couple friend, actually, this one I met a lot of people because my normal friends, because they used to introduce me with their other friends or their family or they parent, their family. But I think the people that most introduce me with other people, it's my mom, because she knows a lot of people at church and her work. And in the church, um, a lot of people go with her to, I don't know, ask her about things of God. And in her work, a lot of people know her because she's a good worker, and I think um I don't know how to say that. She gave me those abilities to work like her and those values to work being a good person in that things. Uh and she introduced me with her coworkers. I think to introduce me in her um her work basically. And my best friends, I have several best friends, but my best friend is Victoria. Mm, and they are people I regularly turn to when I'm not feeling very upbeat. and they're people I don't really talk to every day because I don't used to talk with anyone. But if I do, they're always there, and me too. I always there for them. And several of them are childhood friends. They are people that I know since I was like, I'm not sure, like 9 years old, 10 years old, and I talk with them, and that's all, teacher.
Very good, very good. Excellent. We'll give you an applause there. Very good description. So what do you have most? Do you have more best friends or part of a couple friends, or which
I
do
think
you
I
have
have
the most?
more part of a couple friend because I told you that my mom used to introduce me with a lot of people, and then my other friends introduced me with their friends too. And I don't have a lot of communication with them, but I can talk. I can have a conversation with them, and I go well with them.
Yeah, I think part of a couple friends probably occur well more often because again, part of a couple friend means that you know somebody and that person maybe has a couple. Now, I include, I could say part of a couple, or I could say part of a family friend. Because sometimes, for example, I have students and they have a mom or dad, or they have a brother, and I know sometimes I get to know their brother, and I get to know their dad or their mom, and then especially the ones that live in the area where I have the CETI offices, then I run into them all the time, and so I end up saying hi, and we talk, and for example, sometimes the parents come to pick up the kids from school. I mean, from here, from CETI, the middle school or high school, and I go outside and I talk to the mom and the dad, and so I have a lot of part of a couple or part of a family friends, but also part of a couple because, like you said, my wife has a lot of church people and they come visit. Then I gotta, they bring their husband, so I talk to the husband, and that's a part of a couple. So that's very common. So again, very good, very good. Both of you did pretty well, and in describing the friends category. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording this session. I had forgotten